Hey guys, Squirrely, thanks for joining me as always. And today I'm doing a video just kind of on the fly because so many people have been asking for so long, which is please do a backpack tour, show us your exquisite rack collection and your unusuals and all your Halloween spelled items and all this other crazy stuff you've collected over the years. So I don't have time to show you my entire backpack, but I will show you my exquisite rack collection in this video. This is my primary account. I have three other accounts that I use to store other expensive items, paints, double spells, unusuals, just random stuff. But this is my main account that I use to play on and do most of my trading. So I will show you this video of my exquisite rack collection that take me a long time, but hey, anything's possible if you kind of stick around and kind of learn how to trade. So hopefully you guys enjoy. The exquisite rack is a soldier unusual, and it's a miscellaneous hat. And the cool thing about this is you can wear 3 of them at once, which is why I really like collecting them. There isn't really any other hats besides, I think, max heads. I think now you can do the soldier stash and some other ones. You can wear 3 exact hats and they overlap together. Otherwise, you got to buy different hats to kind of fit different equip regions, which is kind of a pain. A lot of hats don't exist for certain effects, and they can get extremely expensive when you're buying like all class miscs and stuff. So for me, Exquisite Rack is perfect. It's a really old school hat. It comes with like literally every effect you can think of almost, and you can wear 3 at a time. So this is the ones I like to collect. So the most expensive rack I currently have, according to backpack.tf, is the Scorching Flames, and I pretty much only try to get clean ones when it's a high tier, just because they sell so much easier. But Exquisite Rack is one of those hats that backpack.tf is almost always low in pricing it, just because they're so popular. Sometimes the prices are pretty old, and when people finally do give them up, they go for a lot more than what they're actually priced at. So Scorching Flames, almost 400 keys. It'll probably sell for more than that. Green Black Hole just recently got bumped up. Same thing, there wasn't a sale for a while. Someone finally sold one of theirs, went up a lot. Roboactive is, I definitely see it up there with the God tier effects, especially if it's more rare. So I have one of those, one of 2 in the world. I've never seen the other one for sale, so that one's really kind of cool to me. Gotta have your Burning Flames, of course. Those ones are going for around 400-ish, I think now, unless you have all keys. Hellfire, just a really cool effect. I like to wear it with Burning and some other sort of fiery effects. That one's also kind of rare. The other ones are almost never on the market. That'll probably go for a whole lot more than 300. Gotta have your Sunbeams. Once I had 1, I thought it looked so cool, I had to get 2, and then I'm like, what's it gonna look like with 3 Sunbeams? So I don't know why, I just had to get 3 Sunbeams. Those are also probably gonna go for a whole lot more once the price gets updated. And it just looks ridiculous wearing 3 Sunbeams and kind of moving them around on your head. Then I have Antifreeze, to go with the Roboactive. Looks super cool. Antifreeze, another one that not very many exist, but there's usually one on the market though for sale. Frostbite, one of my favorite effects on a misc, just because it looks awesome with purple energy and green energy. This is the one I usually wear. It's just this huge bright white glowing ball, and there's sparkles everywhere. It just looks awesome. That one, I sold one not too long ago for 250 keys, like instantly, and I kind of regret it because right after that the price went up and up and up, so it's probably going to go for a whole lot more than that in the next sale. I got a Nebula All Class just because I really like the Nebula effect, and I wanted a decent looking All Class so I can make some combos with like planets and sunbeams and stuff, so that one's kind of fun to wear. And then I have the Green Energy racks, which I like to wear with purple energy and other green effects. The Phosphorus, another green effect. Those 2 prices are outdated as well. And once again with the racks, it's such like a kind of a cool collector's hat. It's such an old school hat that pretty much any effect you can think of exists. You have a higher chance of finding it on a rack than a lot of newer hats. Even robo effects and unpopular effects and 3rd gens on racks, they're still super popular and they're still super expensive. So then of course you gotta have your purple energy so you can make white energy. I like to wear purple energy with Spellbound, Circling Heart, Cloud9, stuff like that. Let's see, then I have the Stormy 13th Hour, which is probably one of my favorite effects for moons. I don't really like the moons that much in general because you can't really combine stuff with them. They look cool on their own, but that's it. But Stormy 13th Hour, just a cool looking effect. It's super active and there's a lot going on and it's spooky. That one's super outdated price. I mean, that's probably at least 500 keys an hour more. So, and then Disco Beatdown, same kind of thing I was talking about. One of those effects that most of the time people don't like it. They're not going to pay much for it. It doesn't look that great. But on a misc, on a popular hat like a rack, it's going to be pretty expensive. I like to wear 3 of them at a time because it just looks ridiculous. This huge bright white head of glowing balls, and that one's probably going to go up a lot in price as well. Circling Heart, just a nice clean 1st gen effect. Then of course you got to have the music one, the kilowatt, which I got it because I like it. It looks cool. Kilowatt, terawatt, and then some other robo effects. Sometimes it just looks really, really cool. And then of course you got to have to go with your other robo effects, sulfurous. So those two combined, sulfurous, phosphorus, look pretty sweet. Haunted ghost, just a really nice spooky effect. Cauldron bubbles with the haunted ghost looks pretty awesome. Some more unusual taunts. And then I have the green fetty. I think the fetties are very clean very clean effects. I like to wear just purple fetty, green fetty, and then party hat. And it looks, I don't know, it's just a really fun, easy theme. I think fetty looks really good up close. It's just kind of unfortunate you can't see it from very far away. But it's a really cool effect. It's very active. There's a lot of stuff going on, which is why I like it. Then you got Power Surge, another really rare effect. That's going to go for a whole lot more whenever it finally sells. I just like to combine that with some other kind of robo-ish effects. And then I bought this Spellbound Drill, basically just to wear it with other effects. And it was only like 70, 80 keys, I think, a while ago. And the other soldier hats with similar effects, like Arcana and Spellbound, were like 150, 180, 190. I'm like, this is really underpriced. So I bought one to wear as combos with my hats, and the price is definitely going to go for a whole lot more than in BP. Vivid Plasma looks really cool with a combination of other stuff. It's a nice bright effect. Then I got to have the terawatt to go with the kilowatt, so 2 terawatts. And then Blizzardy Storm is probably, for racks at least, one of my favorite. Just a nice, simple, clean, low-tier effect. But it's becoming kind of more of almost like a mid-tier effect. I mean, it's already 80 keys, which is kind of crazy. On a rack, I guess kind of the winter theme and the reindeer or whatever it is, it's up there. And then I have the TF logo, because you got to just show your love for TF2. Circling peace sign, so sometimes I'll wear circling peace sign, TF logo, and circling heart, and I'll rename it like Peace, Love, and TF2, or something kind of funny like that. Vivid Plasma also looks good when combined with other stuff. It gives it like a little more brightness, a little more kick. And then over here I have Overclocked, which is a really bad effect, really ugly, but on a rack you gotta have it, right? It's rare. It's gonna go for a whole lot more than what it's listed at, or than it's priced at, so I had to get one just to wear with like sulfurous and phosphorus. And if you wear it right, it actually looks kind of cool. And then Cloud9 is another one that on most hats people aren't really gonna like it unless it's a misc, but on the rack, super popular. There's only like 14 that exist. They're almost never for sale. I had to bug a lot of people to get these ones. These are gonna go for at least double the price of what they're listed at, or excuse me, what they've been priced at. Maybe triple the price, who knows, because people have been asking me to sell these for a long time. Then you have your purple fetty. I like to wear, like I said, the purple fetty with the green fetty, or sometimes I'll just wear 3 purple fetty racks and just have this huge, raining confetti of purple on my character. It looks kind of funny. Orbiting Fire, just a nice, clean, simple effect. I like to wear that sometimes like Demon Flame, Burning Flames, Orbiting Fire, or just 3 Orbiting Fires. Stormy Storm is another one, I think. Just a nice, simple, clean, low-tier effect. Sometimes I'll wear that with other moon effects or cloud effects just to kind of play with kind of the colors and the stuff. In the rain, sometimes I'll wear 3 of them and kind of stagger them just to have like a crazy storm on my head. And then Planets. Planets is one that if you wear it in the right combo, looks pretty awesome, like I said, with sunbeams or like a space helmet. But I like to wear nebula, sunbeams, and planets, or sometimes I'll do 2 planets and a nebula, and it just looks really cool in that aspect. On their own, not so great, but if you kind of make it work, Planets is pretty sweet. Smoking is another great, just a cheap low-tier effect. Sometimes I'll wear like an all black, like black mask, black head, or black hat, and then like a black smoking effect. It looks pretty cool. Bubbling is a nice, fun, cheap effect as well. Sometimes I'll wear 3 bubbling hats, or I'll wear like, what's that, Deadliest Catch, the squid head, and I'll wear some bubbling hats, bubbling racks, just to kind of make a theme. That's kind of fun. Mass flies, which I don't really wear ever unless it's for like a zombie outfit or something, but if you wear 3 of them at once, it does look kind of cool, but just 1 or 2 on their own, you can't really see them too well. Nuts and bolts, I pretty much only got them so I can wear 3 nuts and bolts hat to kind of have just a crazy nutty setup, but on their own, not really great, but it's a rack, so I gotta have it, right? And then steaming's another one. Steaming's definitely more than nuts and bolts, and flies, the price is pretty old, but it's a cool hat. Steaming's a nice, really low tier effect for people getting into trading. Well, there you guys have it, my Exquisite rack collection. You got to see some cool combos in there. Definitely you can make these on your own. You don't have to have Exquisite rack. I just got bored of doing regular trading and high tier trading after a while, so I started becoming a collector, and it's a lot of fun. It's a different kind of challenge, and I play Soldier a lot. It looks awesome. You can wear 3 at a time. They're super popular, so I kind of just got lucky that I started collecting racks. Also, for my next video, I'll probably do a showcase on the double Halloween spell items that I collected. I have like thousands of them. I thought they looked awesome years ago when I first started collecting them, and I just got lucky that they've been expired, and now the price on them has gone up like crazy. So keep a lookout for that. It will be showcasing all the different color changing paint, the purple trails you can put on rockets and wrenches, the burning footprints, the trails, the deep voices, all kinds of cool stuff you can do with spells. So I will see you guys in that video.